Hi, I'm Shelley. Welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm going to show you all the books that I bought in the months of June, July, August, and September. And I was going to wait and do October, but I think October stack is probably going to be like almost the same number of books as this whole stack for 4 months is. So that's going to be probably its own month. So I'm just going to quickly go through these because some of these I've read and I've discussed in other videos. So I'm just going to go through them rather quickly. The first one, this one I bought back in June. This one's 52 Ways to Reconcile by David A. Robertson. And it's just a book for every Canadian, more or less, I guess, for people who are non-Indigenous. And it's a way to walk the path of reconciliation between non-Indigenous and Indigenous peoples. And it's something you can do every week of the year for a full year. That's that one. The next one I bought in June was The Beautiful Maddening by Shay Earnshaw. There's that one there. It's a beautiful cover. This one is YA. And this one is about a 17-year-old Lark Good. She wants to escape her small town and her family history. This is it's a bit of romance in it, and it's a magical realism fantasy type book. And it's she wants to escape her small town of Cutwater and the history of her family name, which has to do with tulips, flowers. You can see on the cover there. And I did enjoy that one as well. I did read 52 Ways to Reconcile, and I highly recommend that book. Let's see, this is July. I've discussed this one before. Bury Our Bones in the Midnight Soil by B. Schwab. It's described as toxic lesbian vampires. It's three different timelines with 3 different characters. It's 1532, 1827, and 2019. In different areas of the world as well, and I did really enjoy this one. Next one, July. I bought this one at a thrift store. Agatha Christie's The 13 Problems. And this is a Miss Marple one, I believe. It's a weekly dinner party and 10 amateur salutes the Tuesday night club murders. And Tuesdays in St. Mary Mead, group of friends gather for dinner, and they talk about unsolvable mysteries. That's about all I know about that one. This one I think was July. I could be getting in July and August there now. You Belong Here, Megan Miranda. This was a Book of the Month Club selection. And this one is, I guess, maybe a mystery thriller. Memories fade, but on this campus, legacies are never forgotten or forgiven. It's a new thriller from Megan Miranda. So I don't really know a lot about it, but it's a mystery thriller. Seemed interesting. Another one from July. This one was actually, my aunt wrote this one, The Life and Times of Honor Sexton Spurl, pioneer woman of Butter Cove, Newfoundland. And this one was written, she published these and printed a few copies herself, and this is about her great-great-grandmother, which would be my great-great-great-grandmother, and her family, and I guess how they came to Butter Cove, and about her life and what life was like back then let me see, she was born March 9th, 1809, so I mean, it's her life back in the 1800s. I haven't read this one, and I plan on reading it soon, though. Next one is Too Old for This by Samantha Downing. So that one there, that was the Aardvark Book Club box. And this one is about a retired serial killer's quiet life is upended by an unexpected visitor. To protect her secret, there's only one option. What's another murder? So it's a retired serial killer, and then a reporter comes asking questions about these murders from the past. So That's about all I know about that one, but it does seem interesting. The next one, I think these are getting to August, because I think August I only bought like a couple of books and or pre-ordered. My pre-orders came in, and this one is R.F. Kuang Catabasis. That one there. And this one is, I guess, dark academia fantasy. And two students go to hell, through the different levels of hell, to try to rescue their professor, basically. And I really enjoyed this one. It's that one. Let's see. These, I think, are all September months. This tack is pretty wobbly. Let's see what else. Some of these are from, I went to downtown St. John's to a couple of used bookstores. I'm never usually downtown St. John's. I don't usually have time to go to the used bookstores, but I had an hour or so that afternoon. So I went into one, Collected Pulp, I believe it's called. And I picked up this one. I already read this one, Days at the Murasaki Bookshop by Satoshi Yagasawa. And I had the second book, More Days, at the Murasaki Bookshop. But I didn't have a physical copy of this one, and my daughter mentioned she might like to read it, so it was there and I picked it up. And this is about a 25-year-old Takeko, and she breaks up with her boyfriend, or fiance, and then she spends more time with her uncle who owns a bookshop. And I really did enjoy that one and the sequel. Let's see, the next one I bought at that same used bookstore is The Testaments by Margaret Atwood. I did read this one a few years ago. It's a sequel to, you can see it back there, The Handmaid's Tale. And I did have a physical copy of this one at one point. I'm not sure what happened to it, so at the used bookstore for cheap. It's that one. And the last one I got at that used bookstore is, I noticed this one, Margaret Atwood, Cat's Eye. This is one of her older books. And this one actually came out, what year did it come out? And I'm not even sure what it's about. I just saw it there and I had to pick it up. 1988, this book came out. So it was quite a few years old. This was written after just after the Handmaid's Tale, I think. In Cat's Eye, Atwood moves away from the overtly political territory from The Handmaid's Tale to a landscape which is more personal but no less disturbing. So it's about a painter, Elaine Risley, pushing 50, turns from Vancouver to Toronto for retrospective of her work. And I guess it's up at all. I'll read from there, and I guess it's what happens when she's back in Toronto. It's that one. And I also went to Elaine's Books. It's another used bookstore downtown St. John's. And I saw this one. I've been interested in reading this one for a while now. I've seen it everywhere. Lessons in Chemistry by Bonnie Garmus. It is fiction. I guess it's about in the 1960s. The main character is Elizabeth Zott. And of course, in the 1960s, male team at the Institute, they take an unscientific view of equality. And I mean, of course, back then women, of course, even now, it's not equality with men. I guess it's what happens in her field. And I've heard good things about it, so I'm looking forward to reading it. See, the next one I picked up from Indigo. This one is called Half Breed by Maria Campbell. And this is a new edition, the Canada Classics. And this one is, actually I didn't realize what year this book came. It originally came out in, what year was it? I think it says it was out like 50 years ago. Didn't think it was that. In 1973 it came out. So yeah, so over 50 years ago. and it's a autobiography of Maria Campbell, and it's her memoir that reveals the strength of an Indigenous woman and her encounters with racism and poverty. So this one I picked up because it did seem very interesting. And two more. These last two picked up in chapters in St. John's. Me and my daughter were in there, and I picked up these two. Richard Osman's Last Devil to Die. That's book number 4 in the Thursday Murder Club series, which is a group of people who live in a retirement village, and they solve cold cases on Thursdays. So this is the 4th book, because I'm planning on reading the 3rd one soon, and I figured I'd pick up the next one. Now the 5th one is out, but I don't know when I'm going to be picking up that one. And the last book in September is by Deborah Arkness, Times Convert. It's the 4th book in the Discovery of Witches series. Of course, it's all witches, vampires, demons, and they're trying to find this book of life that's been missing for hundreds of years. And this is the 4th book. I'm planning on reading the 3rd book soon, in the next week or so. So I got this one then to read after that one's done. That is it, all that big pile of books. So if you've read any of these, comment down below and let me know, or if you're interested in knowing more about any of these books, let me know down below. And I'll see you soon with another video. Thanks for watching. Bye.